Hello, it's Amy. Are you ready for a walk and learn? This one's a little bit different. It's a walk plus. I'm going to be sharing with you as we're walking how to get started. What are the best ways to get started with a new fitness program? And so we're going to walk for 2 minutes. I'm going to be talking to you. Then for a minute, we're going to do a strength training move for our lower body, okay? Not upper body. I don't want you to get down and do push-ups or anything. You don't need any equipment. We're going to be using our body weight for a full minute. Because strength training is the secret to longevity. And I want you, as you're learning how to get started with a new fitness program, I want strength training, please, please, please. If you're not doing strength training, you're doing your body such a disservice as far as muscle mass, maintaining your weight, bone density, just keeping your balance and your posture, and just being able to do all those things you love to do. So are you ready to get started? I'm going to go off camera, so I'll be describing. If you need help with some of these moves, later on, reach out and let me know. But I'm going to go off camera. Real quick, hold on. Make sure you put that earbud in your ear if you're on a treadmill or elliptical. Safety first, always. Here we go. Here we go. Pretty nice, pretty scene as we get started. We're first going to start with a warm-up. I started the timer, so let's start walking. If you're walking out and back, I'll try to remember, but if not, keep track of your own time so you don't get too far out and have to turn around and you got 30 minutes to walk back, okay? Nice warm up, of course, always checking in with our body. How are things feeling today? How are the shoes fitting? How are the socks fitting? Do you need to retighten your sock or your shoelaces? Readjust your socks. This is the perfect time. Getting things warmed up is so important. I just did a pre-walk stretch video. If you need a little bit more time, go search on that, and if you're in the Be Healthy Enough digital fitness studio, just switch using the filters, just search on flexibility. I couldn't think of the word flexibility, and you'll find it. One more minute of a nice warm up. Bring your shoulders up and down and back. Just circling your shoulders around. Good. Bringing your arms up and down, taking some big breaths. If you've got water with you, perfect. I'm going to take a sip. If you need some time and want to circle your ankles around, stretch out your calves, stop and grab your foot and stretch out the front of your leg or your hip flexors. This is the perfect time to do so. Remember that one earbud is in, so safety first. You can hear people around you if they come up on you on a bike or walking or running or something. 20 more seconds of a warm-up, and we're going to go really fast. These 2-minute intervals, we're going to be walking as fast as we can. Get the heart rate going. The first couple ones, remember, you're warming up. So you ready to get started? Here goes the timer for our fast 2-minute interval high intensity walk. Heel toe, heel toe. Remember your posture, shoulders back and down, abs slightly engaged, chin slightly tucked. Don't look down all the time. Look down so make sure you're not going to trip, but keeping your eyes at a level where your head and your chin is parallel to the ground. That head is right on top of your spine. Good. So the first thing you want to do to get started with a new fitness program is to find a fitness program that you like. There are so many options for exercise, even for us over 50. And since 2020, many of these are even online, so you don't have to go to the stinking gym anymore. You can work out in your PJs. You don't have to drive. You can work out with your dog. It's perfect. People always ask me, what type of exercise is best? And as I said earlier, I always say strength training. If you can, please do it. But let me say something right now. If you absolutely hate it and you're not going to do it, then there's no reason to force yourself yet, okay? It will just make it harder for you to stick with it. And that's not the goal when we're starting a fitness program. Yes, I want to convince you eventually to start with strength training. We got 30 more seconds left of this fast walk. So keep walking fast. But my goal is to get you started To find something that you love to do that gets you moving and feel better. And then the ripple effect will start. You'll start eating better. You'll start finding new ways to exercise so your muscles stay strong and you can maintain your independence for as long as you can, so you don't need help getting off the pot when you're 80. Are you guys ready? Now you need to find a place to stop. You're going to stop walking now. If you want to just use this minute as a low interval, the first move, all we're going to do is you're going to stand up nice and tall and then come up on your tiptoes and then come down, just working the calves, working the feet. Go up and down. If you need to hold on to something, find a tree or a bench, just bring your heels up off the ground, hold for a second, and then come back down, working the calves, working the ankles. You are using the weight of your body to work your calf muscles. Good. Keep going. So important. You're also working your feet muscles too, and your toe muscles, which are so important. Come up and down slowly, holding it. If you want a little extra for these last 15 seconds, go on one foot. That's hard. Oh my gosh, that's hard. Maybe just tapping one toe down and then go on to the other side, up and down. Making it harder. It's called progressive overload, making things harder. Okay, now we're going to go back to walking. Walk fast, pump the arms, heel toe as you push off. Use your glutes, squeeze your glutes, abs in. Shoulders back and down. So the first one is finding that something that you love to do. Then you start feeling better, you get moving, and you're going to try new activities because you're going to get bored with those same ones. And soon you'll be asking me for those, how can I lift those weights? The first thing I hear, what size do I lift? That's a big one. You always start out slow. That's the first question I get. What moves should I be doing? That's easy. Just the basics. Keep it simple. I've got a whole basic strength training program. If you just want to start out, that's the best way to go. It can get a little bit boring if you do it too long, because I do have you do the same move and all you do is start increasing your weight. And you'll know when to increase your weight when it starts feeling super easy. You can maintain good form for 12 repetitions, 3 sets of those. Keep walking fast, and then you try experimenting with a heavy weight. And it's amazing. Once you start out with the light weights, when I got back after my mastectomy, I had to start out with 1 pound. I went, are you kidding me? I was doing 15 pounds before. But yeah, I could go quickly up to 3 and then 5 pounds and even quickly up to 8. It took me a lot longer to go from 8 to 10. And for my bicep curls and rows, things that I use the bigger weights on, it took me even longer. And I'm proud to say after 6 months, just last week, it was 6 months post-mastectomy, I used 20 pounds to do a deadlift and a row. So proud of myself. I didn't even do that before, but because I was being consistent, staying with the same moves, I wasn't doing anything crazy. I was able to see the progress in my weight. You got 5 seconds walking fast. Go. And the next move we're going to do, take a breath. Stop, feet planted firmly at hips distance on the ground. You're going to push your booty back. Your knees are going to stay over your ankles. You're going to squat down and then come up. Abs stay engaged. The knees stay over the ankles. They're not going over your toes. Your booty is going back. Trying to keep your chin up, going as low as you can. Squats. Oh my gosh, squats are the best exercise to build strength. You don't need any weight. And you got to squat every day, all day, to get up off your chair, to get out of the car, to get off the toilet. You're squatting all the time, so it's such an important exercise. I hear women, I can't squat, my knees hurt. Okay, so you start in a chair, just lifting yourself up off the chair. You work on the strength of the muscles around your knee. You talk to your doctor, give some physical therapy moves. Just 5 more seconds of squats. Take a deep breath in, grab a drink of water. You might want to go a little bit slower. Squats are also cardio. But 2 minutes of going at your own pace, but pumping yourself, pushing yourself, getting that heart rate up there. The second thing you've got to do when you're starting a new exercise program is work with the time that you've got. I have so many women say, I can't work out in the morning. I have to get up at 5 o'clock to get to my job by 6 or 7. No way you're going to get up at 4 o'clock to exercise. Maybe you can carve out 30 minutes at lunch to go for a walk. Do something like this where you're doing some lower body exercises and finding ways to work and strengthen the muscles at that. And to be honest, you guys, I am a firm believer, and I used to work out. I used to think that a workout had to be a long, sweaty hour for me to meet my fitness goals. But to my great delight, I know firsthand that's not true. I work out for 30 minutes, maybe 45 if I'm starting to lift heavy. You walking fast? It takes me a little bit longer. I take a little bit longer rest in between. It takes me longer to get through my sets because it's heavy. But I swear, my hands raised right now, I don't do those hour sweaty long workouts on the treadmill anymore. It's really not good for us. You need to find a routine that fits into your schedule. And for most of my members, these 30-minute workouts are the sweet spot. I've got over 60 of them now. And my members agree. That seems to be the one that they can stick with and fit in. But there will be days when even the 30 minutes seems daunting. And that's when I recommend you sneak in 5 minutes. 5-minute strength routines throughout the day. We call them exercise snacks. You got about 10 minutes of walking fast. Shorter workouts or even a quick walk here and there is so much better than doing nothing. Keep going. Okay. And here we go. What's the next move? All we're going to do is a standing knee lift, all right? Stand nice and tall and raise your right knee up and then slowly lower it down. Working the front of the leg, the hip flexors. We're doing one leg at a time for 30 seconds each. Bring it up as high as you can and hold and slowly lower it down. This is a great exercise for hip mobility. Working the strength of the quadricep. Right in front of the leg, that supports the knee. If your knees are achy, that's an important muscle to keep strong. Now switch to the other side, up and down. I'm going to take a sip of water. Lifting that leg to where you can lift it, holding for a pulse. Feel the strength in the front of your thigh. You're working against gravity, which is resistance. Making this harder, you would do, I don't know how you do a knee lift, making it harder. Add an exercise band on your foot or something. All right, back to walking. Deep breath in. Oh, how does that feel after working the front of your legs? Hopefully you're not getting tired. Pump your arms. Abs pulled in, shoulders back and down. Good, heel, toe, get that pace going. And so back to the shorter workouts. Research has shown, seen so many research studies that found that exercise snacks or shorter workouts can help you stay consistent. And to be honest, consistency is the key here. So if you start making a commitment to do, this is how I coach people that are stuck. I can get unstuck. 5 minutes for 5 days, no more, no less, no more. Then once you get through those 5 days, you go 10 minutes for 5 days, then 15. So getting up to 30 minutes, if you can get up to 30 minutes for 5 days, you are golden. That's all you need. You don't have to beat yourself up that you're not doing enough. That is enough for where you're at today. And I've had several members get unstuck and get that consistency. I'd rather you be consistent than doing an hour, 2 hour long workout on the weekend warrior, getting hurt, and then not doing anything for the rest of the week. So being okay, and this is a problem with all of this, is that just being okay with that, smacking that devil on your shoulder that says you're a big fat loser because you're not working out for an hour. You don't need it. If you do something during that day, you need to be so grateful for yourself and for your body and feel proud and not upset that you didn't get your workout in. You'll just get back the next day, even if you have to miss it for some reason. Get back the next day. We just got 10 more seconds of walking fast. And then what we're going to do is a wide leg squat, okay? All right, deep breath in. Bring your legs wide, okay? Pretty wide, so that when you squat straight down, your knees are directly over your ankles. They're not so close that they're jetting over your toes. This is a great one for the inner thigh. So down and up. Holding, trying to get your top of your legs parallel to the ground if you can. If your knees bother you, it means you're not going very low. That's going to be my next topic of conversation in our fast walk, of starting where we're at today. doing what you can with what you have today, even if it's an inflamed knee or a shoulder injury or a foot injury. You're doing something as opposed to nothing. Even though you're hurt, you're going to be working around those aches and pains that always creep in. After 50, they will always be there. There'll be something there. And if it's not, you'll end up getting, hopefully, God, pray that you won't, a horrible disease like I got with breast cancer. I found ways to work around that, and I'm even stronger now because of it. All right, here we go, walking. Deep breath in, let's walk. So yeah, let's start with where you're at today when you're looking at starting any exercise program. If you're new to exercise, listen to your body and make sure you ease into a new program. Trying Pilates or lifting heavy weights as a beginner could leave you feeling defeated, and you might even hurt yourself. So you really have to be careful, and to think that you can go back to what you did in your 30s and 40s and just zip right back into doing what you were doing. No, if you've been off for a long time, that's a recipe for an injury. So you've got to start slowly and ease into any new program. Yeah, instead of jumping into really intense routine, find that ones that's manageable for you and give your body time to learn the new movement patterns, making sure that you're using good form. I strongly feel that if you take a slow approach that includes rest days and movement such as balance and posture and walking like you're doing now, that you're more likely to be consistent. There's that word consistent again with your routines, and less likely to get hurt. I think right now, a podcast I listened to a few months ago, Walk Fast, is this gentleman I think he was in his 60s, who's a personal trainer, and he was coaching other personal trainers to teach people to just do enough. And I was so excited that my company I named Be Healthy Enough. Just enough. Not too much that you end up getting hurt, but just enough to keep your body healthy. It's not about extremes anymore. It's about consistent movement, building our muscle mass and keeping our bone density, and trying to stay away from the injury zones. It's going to be tough for former athletes or the type A's, and you know who you are, but trust me, it will help you make progress in the long run. Great, ready? Let's do, what's our next move? We're going to do a side leg lift. You may need to hang on to something. If you don't, that's working on your balance. Standing up nice and tall and just bringing one leg out to the side. Working the side of your leg muscles, which is a part of your core. Super important part of your core to keep your hips healthy. It works on your balance muscles. Going for 30 seconds, lifting one leg out to the side and then bringing it down. Feeling the pulse at the top so you feel those muscles work. And let's stop and go on over to the other side. Side leg lift, standing. Nice tall posture, shoulders back and down, abs pulled in, chin slightly tucked. Good job. Five more, actually, here we go. 5 more seconds. And then we're going to get back to walking fast. I am so sorry. It's been 17 minutes. Turn around if you're walking out and back. And let's walk fast. You're going to have to walk a little bit longer to get back home. Sorry about that. I always miss that one. Walk fast, pumping your arms, shoulders back and down, abs pulled in, heel, toe, grabbing a drink of water if you need it. Along the same lines I've been talking about when you get started with a new program, I really do recommend starting with the basics. There's so many workout options out there. Everything from the real gentle yoga, so many different types of yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, there's Pilates, there's wall Pilates, there's reformer Pilates, mat Pilates, there's all the CrossFit stuff. There's all those things online. The body groove. There's dance. Oh, there's another one. Pip, if you're listening to this, you turned me on to this, and I'm not going to remember what it is. It's about dance and movement of the body. All amazing. And if you love those, do it. Pump your arms. Keep walking fast. This is our fast interval. It's best to start out with something basic. There's, just the basics. And I said above, you don't have to drive 30 minutes to make that hour-long workout class. And just increasing your daily activities like walking your dog. I start most people, when you take my fit test, if you don't do so well, I recommend you do my basic walking program. Walking is the best exercise out there. Don't let people say it's not good for you. You do need more, but if you're just starting out, it's the best. And because we have to walk all the time. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do our really good lunge move, which is a great strength training move. Just bringing one foot forward, the other foot back, bending the front knee down so it stays right over your ankle. The back knee is going down towards the ground. You may have to hold on to something. If a lunge is out of the question for you, go back to a regular squat. So you're coming down and up into a lunge. You could do a walking lunge if you want, where you walk forward and bend your knee. Just be careful of your knees. Let's move to the other side. If you were doing one leg, switch to the other side unless you're walking. Well, walking lunges are great. I did this on the beach a while ago, but unfortunately it tweaked my knee just a bit. So you have to listen to your body. Lunging down and up, holding your abs in. 10 more seconds of the strength interval. And we're going to get back to walking. Good. Go walk fast. Take a drink if you need to. Shake anything out, or just quick stretch if that's hurt a little bit. But oh, the lunges are the best. Being able to do I wasn't able to do a lunge a while though. I was an avid runner and my knees were hurting. So lunges hurt, and then I just kept working on them slowly. I can do a lunge and bring my back knee all the way to the ground now with weights not holding on. And I swear the lunge saved me as I was recovering from my mastectomy. It hurt to bend forward. So I was able to lunge down if I needed to pick up something off the floor or down in a lower shelf because I couldn't bend forward. I lunged down to get it. How many of you need to lunge down to pick up something? So it's important. And if you go forward just bending at your hips, and it could end up hurting your back. So you have to be careful. So keep practicing on the lunge. I have a lunge video to help you slowly learn how to do a lunge. And if you're consistent, there's that word consistent again, you can get it. If you make sure you don't get to a point where your knees become inflamed, because once they come inflamed, you have to rest and you have to start from ground zero. So, okay, keep walking fast, heel toe. All right, starting with the basics. Just if you can't get out and walk, walking up and down stairs, cleaning your house is exercise, playing with your kids, all counts as exercise. This morning, Saturday morning, I had to get up on our roof and clean our solar panels. I gave myself credit for exercise. I was using my arms to sponge the solar panels. We're lucky and we have a flat roof and we can get up there and it's not I don't have to stay on the ladder the whole time, but just climbing up the ladder, all the things that I had to do. Walk fast for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next exercise, you can hold on or not. They're butt squeezes. Standing up nice and tall, bring your legs straight back, squeezing your butt, and then bring it down. Straight leg back, squeeze and down. Straight leg back, squeeze and down. Holding on to something if you need to, or if you're not, you're working on the balance muscles in the opposite leg. My tummy's growling. It's now 11:40. I'm going to have to take a break after this one. I'm going to film one more walk and learn. It's so convenient to do these. I hope you don't mind me not being on camera and just talking to you. But I'd rather not have you look at me if you're out walking. Oh, switch to the other side. I'm so sorry. Oh, switch, squeeze, butt squeezes, butt squeezes. Squeezing the other butt cheek and bringing that leg down. 10 more seconds. Good. Now walk fast. Walk fast. Good job. Keep going. We've got 2 more speed intervals, 2-minute speed intervals. So pump your arms. Really push yourself. Heel toe, abs pulled in, shoulders back and slightly down. The other great way to start an accountability, or excuse me, I just gave it away. Start a new fitness program is to find an accountability buddy, okay? That's who you've got in me. You've got prescribed workouts. You've got me helping you, tell you what workouts to do on what days, or you're going to an exercise class where you have to meet someone, or you're making an appointment with someone. When beginning a fitness journey, it's crucial that you have a strong support system. You're already fighting an uphill battle. So having an accountability partner can really be invaluable on those days where you lack a motivation. Think about it. If you said you were going to go take a walk with someone, you've got that person waiting for you there, and it's so hard. This is a problem with online fitness. One of the problems is that you have to be self-motivated to go press play. Unless I'm doing a challenge, which I do all the time, and that you're getting your workout done. And I know when you're getting your workout done, I can see what workouts you're doing. Pump your arms for 30 more seconds. Pump your arms fast. Let's go 30. Let's focus on the walk. I'm going to stop talking. Focus on pumping your arms. Heel toe. Making the most of this last 20 seconds. Get that heart rate up there. Keep going. 5, 4, 2, 1. Good. Last strength move before we finish up with the walk and a cool down is we're going to work the tummy. All right. I'm going to have you bring both arms straight up as high as your arms will let you go today. And then I'm going to bring your elbows down as you bring one knee up. They're called knee pulls, and they're good to crunch your tummy. Now crunch your tummy. Go back and forth, pulling opposite knee, and then other knee, knee pull, crunch. Work the tummy muscles. You do not have to be lying down on the ground to work your core. We worked some of the core muscles doing the butt squeezes, the side leg lifts, the knee lifts. Now we're working the tummy by doing these knee pulls. I'm doing them with you here, sitting in my chair, and I'm feeling my tummy crunch. And crunch, 10 more seconds. Pull, knee pulls. Good job, keep going. And good job. Let's finish up. Let's walk fast for the last 2 minutes and let's finish up. So finding an accountability is kind of the accountability buddy is the last thing I want you to think about when you're starting a new fitness program. How can you find someone, a friend, a gym partner, a personal trainer even, if you need, for just a few weeks to get someone to help you get started, checking on your form, your spouse, a coworker, an online group. It's really helpful to have somebody that you can exchange challenges and accomplishments with at the end of the day. And then it might be someone who walks with you or carpools with you, or a group class, or it can be the Be Healthy Enough online community. If you're a member and you're listening to this, reach out, use that community. That the software that I use to host my videos is doing so many upgrades to the community, making it easier for us to stay connected as opposed to Facebook. Facebook is another good community, but I like it inside where I know it's only members that are seeing what we're doing. And so whatever you choose, choose somebody that can give you that extra boost that you need. And you know, if you're a woman over 50, you know who you are, you know your body, you know what you should be doing, don't you? It's getting that motivation to make it happen. That when I do a survey of what keeps people from exercising or starting a new fitness program is motivation. I can't get motivated. I'm not motivated. It's so easy to kick back, and I'm so proud of you for walking this last 20, 15, let's go 15 as hard as you can. Then we're going to cool down. Pump those arms, pump those arms. Oh, I'm so proud of you. You did such a good job walking and doing some body weight strength moves at the same time. Excellent. Good, let's cool down. Take a deep breath in. Oh, awesome. Good, so now you're gonna, just a recap, find something that you like to do. If you're out walking with me, you're doing something. Work with the time you've got. If you can't work out in the morning, fit in 5-minute workouts throughout the day, a walk or a group class at lunch. Evenings, I don't like to prescribe heavy exercise in the evening. If it's the only time that you can do it, but be careful and be aware of if it's affecting your sleep at all, because when you do exercise, it's stress on your body, and stress means an increase in cortisol, and our cortisol needs to be low for us to go to sleep. Okay, and we need sleep. I'm just listening to a book on sleep, and it's so interesting that it's pretty much a fallacy right now that we need 8 hours. Most of us need only about 7. Too much sleep isn't good for you either. I wish I could get 7 hours. That's why I'm reading this book. It's about insomnia. Okay, just another cool down. Bring one leg back and let's stretch our calf. So working with the time you've got, starting with where you're at today, whatever injury you have, getting help, working with a physical therapist to work around an injury, starting with the basics, and finding an accountability buddy. Now bring that back foot in, front leg goes forward, and stretch the back of your leg or your hamstrings. Taking some deep breaths in and out. Good, now bring that front leg back, stretch that calf. Need a little bit more stretch. I have an after walk 6-minute stretch on the Be Healthy Enough online fitness studio. Digital fitness studio, I don't know what to call this thing. Be Healthy Enough website, that's it. Great job. I'm so proud of you. Have a wonderful day, and you'll see me in the next video or hear me. Take care. Bye.